Welcome back to the Master Pairs review. Today we are looking at round 8, boards 13 to 18, and we'll be looking at Rachel and Neve. We're playing a very tough match against very, very experienced internationals and senior internationals, Pat Barry and Rex Anderson from the north. Pat's from Dublin, of course. So let's see how things went and how things might have gone better. Let me just share the FOB site. Hopefully the sound is working. My last 2 attempts have had the problems with the sound. So let's check everything looks fine. Yeah, I think you can see everything fine. And looking at 13 to 18, just scanning the boards, it looks as if the last 4 in the first one were no trump, 5 in the second one, 2 no trumps. Next one was flat, and then there's the big one when they lost 12 imps, and we'll review that. Nothing much happened. Next one 2 imps away, and then 5 imps again, and that probably added up to quite a big loss. Let's see if we can provide some guidance and any tactics of playing against the pair of this experience. One thing is not to be overawed. Let's dive into the first one, the one no trump played by East. I actually think they did nothing wrong. So I think you can see the board up there. And where do we start? The bidding would have started with North, who's got a routine pass. East would probably have opened strong no trump. I think Rex and Pat play 15, 17 no trump and 4-card majors, but I'm not 100% sure. But 1 no trump I would expect the open, and the first decision is, should you bid with the south hand 6-4 shape, even though you're vulnerable? I think you should come in. I think you should come in to show your heart suit, whether you bid 2 hearts or 2 diamonds. To prefer 2 diamonds, you're a single suited major, and 2 hearts and 2 spades to show 5 of that major and 4 plus of a minor. And 2 clubs to be both majors. That's my recommended thing. It's a far better approach than ante, which is very popular in Dublin. No, South didn't choose to overcall, felt it wasn't good enough, and because of it, probably led to Queen of Hearts. And you actually are unlikely to beat 1 no trump. So they can take the first heart and set up the clubs. And if you do stop them making 2 clubs by switching to a diamond in time, they can take the spade finesse. So they should make 3 spades, 2 hearts is 5, a diamond 6, and a club is 7. And there's not really much you can do about it in time, I don't think. As you can see, the diamonds are blocked. So it's a bit harsh losing 4 imps for that one, so we can't really, we can improve on it by bidding 2 hearts. And the defense to bid 2 hearts is quite tough. And just looking down the boards, it pushed a lot of people over the top, and 2 hearts often made, even though it should go off. We were allowed to play 2 hearts, and that made, we did play it from the north hand, which again was slightly beneficial, having the lead coming around and away from the strong hand. Okay, we spent a bit of time on that one, and losing 4 imps was probably about right, if I'm not overcalling 2 hearts. And 14, 2 no trumps by East, making 2 over tricks, and they can make 3 no trumps. So again, it's harsh to lose as much as was lost on that board, losing 5 imps. How should the bidding go? So East this time would have opened a club. South has got to decide how many hearts to bid. At this vulnerability, it's a bit tough because your single king of diamonds isn't necessarily worth 3 points. It's likely to be worth about a point. So you either overcall 1 heart or 3 hearts. I'm torn between 1 heart and 3 hearts. Must a bit on the hand. But I think in practice, I think it's a bit too good for 3 hearts. So I'll overcall 1 heart, which lets West in to make it take out double. And North isn't going to contribute anything with the singleton heart, so it'll be passed. And East will bid 1 the trump. And South should come again with 2 hearts. And then it'll go maybe double by West pass, and East shouldn't let this stand. So East should bid 2 no trump. And that's where they should play, to be honest with you, and they should make 9 tricks. So it shouldn't have lost as much as it did. So that's the problem with Swiss pairs. When you have got team scoring, you're dependent so much on what happens at the other tables. So it looks as if Rachel and Eve have lost quite a bit on this board for doing very little wrong, really. So the 9M's down after 2 boards, and board 15 will come as a slight relief. Because it's a routine 4 spades, isn't it? So South would pass. South isn't worth a vulnerable opening bid. Any stretch of the imagination. North will open to spade. East should really pass, although I know people will overcall 2 clubs. And South will just bid 4 spades, or at least invite, and North will bid 4 spades. So a flat board, making 11 tricks on a diamond guess, I would think. So that was worth an imp. Okay, so they're on the scorecard. And then we come to the big board of the set, board 16. Should happen on 16. How do you avoid the wrong slam? Okay, this was a tough hand. West is almost worth opening the bid, but not quite. So we'll pass. North got a hand, a 22 count, which it's a bit good to open no trump in my view. I think you should upgrade that to 23. You've got no straggling jacks, which are bad news. You've got all the 4 aces, and the kings are backed up by aces, so it's certainly worth 23 points. So I'd open 2 clubs and rebid 2 no trump, so 23, 24. And a lot of Norths bid too hard, easy to get to a hard slam, but I suspect that Rachel rebid or Neve rebid trumps with the North hand, or even open 2 no trumps. And now South has a difficult hand. If you don't have the clubs in your bag to bid, to show a 2-suiter, you might need to have a means of showing a 2-suiter. I would be able to bid 4 clubs on the South hand, showing 11 cards in the majors, either way round. And North has got a massive hand and will probably bid 4 diamonds as a cubid. South will bid 4 spades, and 6 spades and 5 hearts. North isn't so happy with that, and will sign off at 6 hearts. I appreciate you might be missing 7 on this, so some of the more experienced partnerships might have another move with the North hand to make a grand slam try. And it doesn't need much, does it? Just give South queen to 6 spades and 5 small hearts, and it's an excellent contract. So maybe North is worth a 7 hearts bid, but it's very difficult to stomach that bid. But 6 hearts probably would have scored quite well. 6 spades, unfortunately, is a good contract, but goes off on the 4-1 break. So that's 68% of the time 6 spades would have made. Unfortunately for Rachel and Eve, this time it was a 32% of the time when the suit breaks 4-1. And even then you could handle singleton queens and possibly singleton tens. So it's an excellent slam, 6 spades, and 6 hearts would have gained a 9, and 6 spades lost 12. It's a cruel game, and I haven't done a lot wrong to get to a slam, which is good, and to lose 12 was very harsh. So let's move on to board 17. And here, opponents stopped in 2-no trump, just making, and they gained 2 imps. Let's see if that's a fair result. North will pass unless you've got a means of showing 5-4 in the majors with 2 diamonds. Some people would play as 5-4 in the majors a weekend. So pass from North East. It's got a routine diamond opener. South is worth a bit in my view. In this form of scoring, when you 6 board matches, you have to be active. I wouldn't overcall 2 clubs. I think this hand is playable in either major if partner's got a 5-card major. It's not too bad if partner's got 4 spades and chooses the bid. So I would have doubled with the south hand. West over a diamond is reluctant with a spade because South's double has made it less likely they've got a spade fit. So West should probably pass. North's got a tough decision. The reason I'd only bid 1 heart with the North hand is because the king to 4 diamonds is placed badly underneath the diamond bidder. So 1 heart by North, and East would like to do something. What can East do? Can't double because he's got a singleton spade. The fact that they have bid spades means that his partner's got spades. So East should probably try wonder trump. It shows 17 to 19. South will pass. West is nowhere to go, pass. And North can try again with 2 hearts. And over that, East will done his bit, will pass. Pass, pass. So 2 hearts by North going 1 off is what I would suspect would be a good result. I know the opponents can make 3 clubs by West, but they're never going to get there. So let's just have a quick look at 17. 2-no trump. Conceded 120 instead of conceding 50. 2 imps. That's about right. That's a fair result. Okay. So board 18. Four hearts going 2 off by North South. Well, I seem to remember this was quite an interesting hand. So how should the bidding go? East will pass. South is worth an opening bid for the 12 count. Have to open a heart. West, I know I said get active, but there's limits, and this is not one to do it with Queen X of hearts. So West will pass, although close to a bid. And North has got 5-card heart support. Not a lot of shape, but probably wants the big game. Pessimistic people might just try a game try with the North hand, but they're going to get to at least the 3 level, and it is going off. Let me just check what the lead was. The lead was a 5 of diamonds, which is not great. Clubs were stacked. So in reality, you're going to lose 3 clubs, a diamond and a spade. It's amazing to see that some people made it. 5 people made it. And some people stopped in 3 hearts. No one obviously stopped in 2 hearts. And bidding to 4 is not unreasonable. Losing however many imps we lost. Let's have a quick look. losing 5 imps is a little bit harsh. Feels like it could have stopped in 3 hearts, got 1 off. Should have only lost 3 imps, they lost 5. So the outcome of the review is that although they were hammered in this match by Pat and Rex, there wasn't a lot wrong. The 6 spades was unfortunate that the suits broke for 1 and the singleton wasn't the queen or the 10. So it was good to be in a slam, deserved not to be so bad. But try and work out a means to bid 11 cards in the major when your partner opens 1 or 2 no trump or rebids 2 no trump. Okay, that's all for the review. Put any comments you like in the comments box and I'll try to answer them. And we will review a different pair for round 9 and round 10. Good night, everyone.